Why is my body betraying me? Ah! This one I get probably more than I get anything else. And the reality is your body is not betraying you. Actually, what happened was you betrayed yourself. And I'm going to describe to you all the things that are your health, the different pieces that make up your wellness. And I'm going to tell you first what it isn't. Your health is determined not by your DNA at all. The reason why your body is betraying you is what happened is when you were born, you got a hand dealt to you through your DNA, right? You got some height, you got some looks, you got some brains, you got some neural synapses that had different sort of capacities. And what happened when you were younger is you were riding off of your DNA. So your inputs weren't deciding what was happening to you. Your genetics were doing all the work. And as you age, you have less and less momentum because your DNA gets weaker and more fragile anyway. So if you're born with great genetics, life's going to be hard for you in the second half. But if you were born with type 1 diabetes, then you immediately have to live off of these. Ask anybody who is born with a food allergy or a disease like cystic fibrosis or anything that is a neurological disorder or an endocrine disorder where now every single decision matters and the stakes are really high. You immediately have to live on these. So your genetics are good, temporarily you get a break. If your genetics are bad, boom, you go back to the basics lightning fast. So, what are the basics? All your health is made up of 6 parts. There's no more or less to this. And I've written down some breakdowns on the side here so you can see what that applies to, but the way that you breathe. This is essentially the most fundamental part of yoga. Why yoga is so great for you is because you control your breath, you control your nervous system. Movement. This is everything that you do, to exercise or to train. Correct your posture, correct an injury. But it has an effect on your nervous system, your muscles, your joints, the capacity that you have to do work, the way that the amount of vitality you have access to has everything to do with how you move your body. Water. This is the thing that most people should be drinking on a daily basis, right? And I think that water in and of itself is, that's a whole other topic, but it affects your hydration, which affects your pH levels, which is the level of the acidity or base of your blood, and your metabolism, like directly related to the kind of water and how much water you drink. And food, which is literally you. Everything you are, you have eaten. That's it. So, I think if there's one category in here that's sort of a super category, this might be it. Because this is everything you are or will be. It actually determines how your genes will be expressed. So your food and your nutrition, things you ingest. Thoughts. Thoughts have a chemistry to them. If you feel gratitude, it releases one chemical. If you think fear, there are fearful thoughts, it releases another chemical which creates emotions. Thoughts and emotions are sort of the same category there. They're related. They cause each other. They're in response to one another. So that affects your endocrine system. At least we know that thoughts have a chemical component to them. And then sleep. Sleep affects many things, but primarily the endocrine system and the metabolic system. So the kind of rest that you get, how you let your systems recover happens while you sleep, and that affects everything else that you can do. So your body can't betray you. Your body is made up of, your health is made up of these 6 elements, and all of which are determined by you, except for when you're born, for the first 5 years of your life, 6 years of your life, where you're really just, a handbag for your parents to carry around and put stuff into, right? But once you start making your own decisions, it's not your DNA anymore. It's you, and the older you get, the less DNA has an impact. You have a set of potentialities. We're not all going to be in the NBA. We're not all going to be great singers, but We all have our own risk factors too for genetic diseases, things like that, but the expression of that DNA is decided through the 6 elements of your health. So, your body's not betraying you. Ask yourself how you are investing in your body. This is Coach Josh, helping you reframe some shit. Journey 4H Portland, helping you bring out the warrior within.